Dwight Howard is finally out the closet and living in his truth amid sexual assault lawsuit. Future Basketball Hall of Famer Dwight Howard spent the week defending himself from sexual assault and battery accusations in civil court. It's rare for a defense to be the headline, but in Howard's case, he took the drastic measure of admitting that the July 2021 encounter with his accuser, Stephen Harper, was a consensual one. According to court documents obtained by ESPN, Howard claimed he engaged in consensual sexual activity with Harper at his Georgia home. His attorney said in court documents, the three agreed to touch one another and to engage in consensual sexual activity. According to court documents that were obtained by Radar Online, a man named Stephen Harper claimed he sent his cell phone number to Howard via a direct message on Instagram in May 2021. Howard allegedly texted the number and told Harper he is into freaky stuff. Harper says Howard also asked for explicit photos. In his official response, Howard admitted that he and Harper exchanged text messages, several of which included sexually explicit content, such as photographs and videos, between May 2021 and July 2021. Howard also admitted to having an in-person encounter with Harper, but shared a different account of what took place. In his lawsuit, Harper claimed he went over to Howard's house and that Howard surprised him by introducing a man named Kitty. Harper said Howard had asked Harper about a threesome in text messages, but that Harper resisted. Harper said Howard and Kitty then began engaging in sexual acts, but Harper was uncomfortable and did not want to participate. At that point, Harper claims Howard touched Harper's penis without consent and began performing a seducing act on him. The lawsuit states, defendant stood up, towering over Mr. Harper, grabbed Mr. Harper by the thighs, forcibly removed Mr. Harper's underwear, held Mr. Harper down, and performed non-consensual oral sex on Mr. Harper. Mr. Harper was in fear of imminent bodily harm when he was pinned down and forced to remain in place while defendant continued to sexually assault him. Harper says Howard then stopped when he realized Harper was not enjoying it. The lawsuit accuses Howard of assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment. The point to notice here is that Howard didn't come out on his own. Harper's initial complaint included screenshots of an exchange between him and Howard, in addition to an Uber receipt corroborating parts of Harper's allegations about their relationship. In July 2022, Harper filed an incident report with the Gwinnett County Police Department. Harper's allegation seems to be only the tip of the iceberg, as Dwight Howard has been dropping clues about his sexual preferences for many years. There have always been rumors that Howard has dated and been involved with transgender women and men. The video he posted pretty much confirms all the clues that were already there, but there is a good chance Dwight Howard is actually bisexual. After attorney Justin Bailey denied the allegations, Howard said this on Instagram Live. Y'all can stop with the nonsense and worrying about all this bullcrap. Y'all are worried about who people spend their time with. Whatever I'm doing in my bedroom is my damn business. That ain't for everybody and everybody don't need to know. Y'all just weird. Since Jason Collins became the first openly gay active male athlete in a major U.S. sports league in 2013, the public attitudes toward LGBTQ+ athletes have shifted significantly. We've lived through Obergefell v. Hodges, the legalization of same-sex marriage, and a steady drumbeat of firsts, including Michael Sam, Colin Martin, Carl Nassib, and Luke Prokop. But one thing hasn't changed: how the NBA, its players and fans react when socially constructed ideas of masculinity, sexuality, and sports are questioned. When Collins came out, he was met mostly with applause, including support from Kobe Bryant and the Obamas. The circumstances around another NBA star, Dwight Howard, are very different. While Collins was never more than a role player during his NBA career, Howard is a future Hall of Famer once put forth as a face of the league, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, an 8-time All-Star, and an NBA champion with the LA Lakers in 2020. But Howard has received none of the praise that Collins did. The reason is fairly obvious: his ongoing sexual assault lawsuit, which we previously discussed in the video. There is another element to this: Howard's conservative Christian upbringing in Atlanta. Much was made about his squeaky clean image coming out of the private Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy. Then, when he was picked #1 overall in 2004 by the Magic, he tried fast and hard to live up to the expectations of a publicly Christian celebrity. He often struggled to live up to those expectations. He has 5 children with 5 women, none of whom he has married. Of course, many Christians are accepting of different sexualities, but Howard's admission he has had same-sex relations will hardly have endeared him further to many of his religious fans. Everything wrong with the reaction to Howard's situation can be found in the media's response. The conversations online aren't around justice or equality or victims of sexual assault. Instead, we've only gotten memes, jokes, and roasts about Howard's sexuality, something which the player himself has not helped by making posts of his own. Whether Howard is gay or bisexual or experimenting is meaningless and should have no bearing on his career opportunities and legacy. The grave allegations against him should be thoroughly investigated. The details of his sexuality should not.